Finally, most egregious in the President's budget request, which I was very disappointed to see reflected in the bill presented today, is the removal of the Hyde Amendment, which protects life and prevents federal taxpayer-funded abortions. Since it was first enacted in 1976, 45 years ago, it's estimated that this provision has saved more than 2 million lives while protecting the conscience right of the great majority of Americans who are opposed to publicly funded abortions for religious, moral, or fiscal reasons. Even when President Biden was serving in the United States Senate, he then expressed his support for the inclusion of the Hyde Amendment in appropriations bills and showed support for that inclusion as recently as 2 years ago while campaigning for president. Moreover, it's been supported by lawmakers, including every member sitting in this room today, and signed into law by presidents of both parties every year as part of the appropriations bills. Madam Chair, you know the Democrats in Congress do not have the majorities capable of passing this bill on their own. In the days and weeks ahead, it's my hope that members on both sides of the aisle and in both chambers can negotiate spending that is responsible and will not lead to financial disaster. But the first step toward negotiation will be the full reinstatement of the Hyde Amendment, including conscience protection language added 16 years ago that has also been removed from this bill, even though the President supports that language. That provision protects American doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals from participating in an abortion if they have a moral objection. This is an essential right of every American, and its removal is a danger to us all. Again, I want to point out that even President Biden's budget did not propose removal of this important language, first authorized by then Representative David Weldon in 2005. These protections need to be reinstated if the bill is to move forward. Quite frankly, everybody in this room knows the bill will never pass the United States Senate without the inclusion of the Hyde and Weldon amendments, and the majority of the American people support that view. In closing, while the bill does many good things, and while I certainly appreciate the openness of the process in which the chair has approached the development of the mark, I will be opposing the bill today. The price tag is too high. The bill contains many poison pill policy riders and many unauthorized programs, and it bows to a leftist agenda that is out of step with the values of the American people. I would like to emphasize again that even if all these issues were addressed today, removal of language that protects the lives of unborn American children and the rights of all Americans to freely exercise their conscience with respect to abortion assures that the bill, as written, will never reach the President's desk. This decades-old bipartisan compromise must be included before we negotiate on spending levels and other policy. It's just that